Kristen, and we are here for a truth or dare style Q&A for today. What you might be wondering is, what makes this Q&A more interesting than regular Q&As? That's because we've added a truth or dare component. So if I ask Sammy what her favorite overnight trip is and I try to guess it, and I guess wrong, then she gets to employ a dare against me for use in the next video. So we're gonna tally up the points, and whoever has the most points gets to skip out on their dares. But the person who loses the game has to do all their dares in the next video, which might include eating disgusting things, doing really embarrassing things in public, such as a caveman dance, etc., etc. And if you have any suggestions as to dares we can do, as to dares she can do, please list them in the comments below, because we would love to have extra embarrassing ideas for her. So let's get started. Sammy, would you like to ask the first question?
All right, so question number 1. What is your favorite overnight trip? Oh, that's easy. Your spring break trip to France. Your study abroad trip, of course.
Actually, you are correct. You can't beat your overnight trip to France, so that is 1 point for Sammy.
Good job, Susie.
Sammy, I'm gonna guess your favorite overnight trip was when you went to Washington, D.C.
Yep, you're correct.
I feel like we should have buzzers.
What is your most recently watched TV show? Oh, I wonder what that could be. I'm gonna say Chopped.
That is correct. I am an avid fan of Chopped, despite the fact that I cannot cook to save my life.
True.
Even though I can't cook to save my life. But like I said, I'm not a chef. I'm a Susie chef at best, and that's somewhere off and not very good at cooking, Bill. And I'm going to bet that your most recent TV show that you chose to watch, and that was not just randomly sitting on the TV, is Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
What has been your most embarrassing moment? The person that you are, I'm sure you've had many embarrassing moments. Don't let me pick a juicy one. Well, let's go with the time when you were swimming in the Gulf of Mexico and you almost drowned, which may or may not have actually happened.
Good guess, but no, because I did not almost drown in the Gulf of Mexico. However, I did catch a really good current back to the beach, and I was riding it like a fish that was just streamlining it. The current, or the tide, basically washed me up into a person who was standing in the more shallower parts of the water. And then I had to kind of apologize and squirm into another current that took me off some other direction far, far away from her. That was my most embarrassing moment to date. So I'm gonna have to give you a big old fat your most embarrassing moment. I'm gonna say it was the time you were waiting at the bus stop and a woman just randomly pushed a wheelchair into your legs as you were sitting innocently on the bench. I'm not lying, and it wasn't an accident because she intentionally swerved off her main path to run into her legs. I don't know why her legs became a target for that lady that day for her wheelchair, but apparently she was just having a bad day and her legs looked like a good target to take it out on.
Okay, unfortunately, while that was an interesting and slightly uncomfortable moment in my life, it was not my most embarrassing moment. One that was pretty embarrassing happened several years ago. So anyway, I was at the store and I had this coupon and it was confusing. I thought the coupon basically said I could get $20 worth of stuff for free, and I couldn't, and it just got awkward after that because, like, okay, next question then.
I'm pretty sure that's not your most embarrassing, and you're just trying to squirm out of that one.
No, that's just what I could think of.
We'll see who ends up with it. Next question is favorite hobby. So your favorite hobby is, I think it's quilling, that weird little twisty things you do with paper. That's gonna be my guess.
You are incorrect once again. Well, that is something I like to do, but I don't do it very often. Also, probably one of my favorite hobbies would be playing the piano. Okay, so your favorite hobby. Okay. So let's go with watching Netflix.
No.
No.
No, I am a Netflixie, but no, my hobby is not sitting watching a screen for hours on end, although I do enjoy it. My hobby is going to be blogging. www.coveritgirl.blogspot.com. Thank you very much. So we're going to start up another big for Sammy. Honestly, you think you would have known that one, seriously.
Oh, YouTube.
Go-to clothing staple. I'm going to say cardigans because if you look at our videos, she's almost always wearing a cardigan.
Okay, you're right. I like cardigans.
I'm going to say go-to clothing staple. Final answer is cardigan.
You're right. They're comfortable. What can I say?
So, strike up another point for me.
Give me that. Okay, so your go-to clothing staple would be a dress. Just like any old dress. Like that blue and white striped one that you wear all the time.
I don't wear that all the time. Yeah, okay, I do love dresses. This is truth. However, my go-to clothing staple would be moto jackets, and I was just wearing one earlier, so that should have been a clue. 4-2.
Wait.
People, you're going to see some exciting things in the next video, trust me.
Alright, next question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? And the answer for you is clearly France.
Ding! Obviously, based on my previous answers. Seriously. If you could live anywhere in the world, I'm going to say Spain, because she thinks she can speak Spanish pretty well, but, you know, tu es fastidio? I'm sorry. That was French.
No,
I just mixed French and Spanish.
That was Spanish.
Franish isn't, yeah.
No.
I'm sorry, I can't speak Spanish. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Okay, anyway, that answer is incorrect. I would probably want to live in India.
Okay, so that's a big ol' for me.
Okay.
But she's still falling behind, as you can see, by 2 X's. Her final question.
Pet peeve in people. Picking their nose. People picking their noses in public. What's the answer? Okay, I know that, but what's the real answer?
Okay, that's incorrect. It is when people yawn in public. And I don't mean I mean like, yawn. Sitting on the bus, and there's this guy. I'll just be sitting there, and from the back I can hear, yawn. Nobody does that in real life who has any grace or social manners at all. Also, there are people who it sounds like they're choking on themselves. People.
Okay, next question. Next. Moving on,
You don't
Susie.
have to yawn like that. If you have to yawn, you do it like
Susie. Keep going.
like that.
Pay attention. Get yourself together.
Your pet peeve in people is when they accuse you of being younger than you actually are.
That's annoying, but I don't think that's my #1 pet peeve.
She's actually 19, people.
No, I'm not. I'm not 19. I'm 18.
Oopsie.
Didn't think you know a person.
Good job,
Anyway,
Susie.
okay, one of my main pet peeves, that would be, cell phones. And so whenever I'm on my cell phone and people say, oh, you're on your cell phone all the time, it drives me crazy. I don't want to be one
Are
of those.
you on your cell phone all the time?
Not all the time. But, like, it drives me crazy.
So final answer for this, I was wrong.
Ha ha, ha ha.
That was the final question though, so if we tally up the points, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 X's, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 X's. I am the champion of this Truth or Dare style Q&A. You will be seeing her doing awkward and awful dares in the next video. Like I said, if you've got any ideas or fabulous inspiration, I'm sure you do, mark them in the comments below.
What?
If you don't, that's just as good, because I have a whole stock I've been waiting to try out on her. So we will see you next time for that awesomely epic, embarrassingly humiliating upcoming video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on
C'est la vie.